6:35 here on a Monday. As you get ready to celebrate Labor Day weekend, first responders are advocating to make sure you stay safe, and that includes law enforcement across the state. Well, the scenery may be stunning here, but the job can be equally as dangerous. It's something I got to see up close recently when I rode along with deputies from the Mohave County Sheriff's Office. Ice, drinks, and a fast boat.
You can kind of sit on that.
By the looks of it, we're getting ready for a relaxing day on the water here at Lake Havasu. But for these Mohave County deputies, it's also hard work. Does that ever get stressful to have to play so many roles for people?
I think it's just a second nature. In a day, you're 5 positions and you don't even realize that you did that. It's different than a lot of other places in Arizona.
Deputies Charles Trescher and Stephen Kelberg are part of the Mohave County Sheriff's Office Division of Boating Safety, which covers the lower Colorado River from the Parker Dam in the south to the Davis Dam in the north. They also help cover Lake Havasu, parts of Lake Mead and Lake Mohave, adding up to about 155 miles of waterways. About 15 minutes into our recent ride-along, the deputies spot a risk on the river.
We'd like to come talk with you for a moment.
Deputies Trescher and Kelberg see a man riding on the back of the boat where passengers aren't supposed to be.
Basically, when the boat is underway above a wakeless speed in the state of Arizona, if you're not seated in the passenger compartment or designed passenger compartment for the vessel, it's transom riding. We'll pull right up to you.
As we get closer, we notice it's a man and a woman with their 2 teenage daughters.
If you're above a wakeless speed in the state of Arizona, you can't be positioned in a seat there.
The deputies tell us it's a common offense, often committed by people who simply don't know the rules of the river. It may seem minor, but it could have deadly consequences.
We have unfortunately had drowning incidents similar to that. I have 2 girls myself, so being a dad, you want to make sure they're safe.
The deputies have decided just to issue a verbal warning, but not before doing a safety check.
Okay. And
looking for the horn, fire extinguisher, and life vests for each passenger.
And it's U.S. Coast Guard approved.
The stop brings up an important question. Jurisdiction, with the banks of the Colorado River serving as the border between Arizona and California. I want to show you something really cool. We're in the middle of the Colorado River. This side over here is Arizona, but if I walk over to this side of the boat and point here, this is California. And on the water, the border almost seems non-existent. But thanks to a mutual aid agreement, both Mohave County deputies and California law enforcement work together patrolling the river.
The rule of thumb is even if we're in California, we're allowed to enforce Arizona laws.
Next stop on the journey, Thompson Bay, an area not too far from Lake Havasu's iconic London Bridge.
This is the problem child in here.
Okay, and why do we say that?
So, in here, this is all a no-wake zone.
Wakes are waves or disturbances created in the water when boaters move at a high rate of speed. Many spots have signs just like this saying no wake zone.
But a lot of people will come from the rental agencies on these skis that they just rented and they don't know. Can they just punch it and go?
Can you arrest somebody for a wake violation?
You can't arrest them for it. Cut them a citation, educate them. And since there's so many, we do a lot of educational stops.
And that's not all we learned. As we approach the Three Dunes area, we also get a lesson on the rules of boozing and boating in State 48.
Believe it or not, in the state of Arizona, you can operate a vessel while drinking a beer.
Wow. Okay.
There's no open container there's an open container in a vehicle law. There's no law for that.
But Deputy Trescher adds it's not a license to be irresponsible. Boaters can still be arrested for operating under the influence, or OUI, if they're over the legal limit. But Deputy Trescher wants everyone to know they're not out here patrolling to ruin your good time.
I would say the biggest misconception is that we're the fun police. Have as much fun as you possibly want. Just try to do it as safe as possible.
And our ride-along isn't finished yet. Tomorrow here on ABC15 Mornings, we're diving deeper to show you what happens if there's an actual emergency on the river and what tools these deputies have to try to keep everybody safe.